JP Forney of the Movie Jerks here, coming to you on day 8 of Action April, the month where I watch an action film I have never seen, and I randomly pick them every day for the full month. And what do we get for day 8? Well, yesterday we had Derailed, so today we're going to get Pantyhose Hero. What the? Oh, it's a Sammo Hung film. Okay. Two policemen must pretend to be a gay couple. Oh, dear God. In order to investigate the murders of homosexuals in Hong Kong. Well, that kind of sounds like a mix between Partners from the 80s and Cruising with Al Pacino. Well, it has Sammo Hung, so that means the action's going to be pretty good. So on day 8, I'm watching Pantyhose Hero. Pantyhose Hero. Sammo Hung is a reliable name when it comes to action. His abilities and understanding of how to shoot, perform, and choreograph action sequences, while often slipping in some comedy into the mix, is something to truly admire. Now, to let you know, in this particular film, I had to pull out an old VCD that I purchased from a flea market in Chinatown, and unfortunately the subtitles are white letters that are often over white backgrounds. And therefore I did miss some of the dialogue. But yet that's probably a good thing, considering that this film is just filled to the brim with offensively outdated stereotypes of 80s homosexuals. And it was filmed in the 90s. Whenever a film's plot starts with the announcement that our two protagonists have only 3 days of training to learn how to be gay, well, it's not going to be overly sensitive. Thankfully, there are a few action pieces where we do get to see Sammo Hung's talent on display. Not enough, in my opinion, but at least one has dueling chainsaws. And while the final climax is satisfying, the rest of the film is utterly forgettable. And it's a shame, because this title suggests something more strange than just a buddy cop comedy poking fun at gay lifestyle. The title of Pantyhose Hero, coming from a Sammo Hung production, had me believing that I might see him using pantyhose in his fighting choreography. And why not? He practically uses everything else he can get his hands on. Or even perhaps being a superhero like Spider-Man. But instead of spinning webs from his wrist, he's spraying out women's pantyhose. But I suppose that was just too good to be true. Oh well. In the end, this is a pretty weak display of Sammo Hung's physical talents. Now don't get me wrong, there are some spectacular stunts in this film. It's just that none of the characters resemble anything normal. Thankfully, he doesn't play any other offensive stereotypes in his filmography. Wait a second, I'm just getting a note. Heart of Dragon, he plays a mentally challenged grown man. Oh, for Pete's sake. And there you go, day 8 of Action April. This time I watched Pantyhose Hero. What other action films have not aged well? Let us know in the comments section. And if you're curious about other films I am watching this month, be sure to hit the subscribe button below for updates daily. And for other information about the Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.